Chapter 2, an offer the can't refuse. There is
Oy,
certain mindset in
bait,
direct
bait,
marketing, folks.
Napapansin.
We are result oriented. We find it difficult to just go out for a drive for the sake of going for a drive. We want a definite destination, an estimated time of arrival, and a purpose for the trip. Most direct marketers have trouble watching sports telecast unless they wagered on the game. We want to know if we have won or lost, succeed or failed, achieved something definitive, or just wandered around.
Ano, punta ka sa akin? Baba, magkikita na.
Ay, Ashley, magbabasa tayong dalawa, no? Ashley. Succeeded or failed, achieved something definitive, or just wandered around. While this tendency gets in the way of a friendly family game night, it is extremely useful in avoiding the vagueness of lack of accountability that permeates most business owners' marketing activities. It is this habit of thought that informs rule number one: there will always be an offer or offers. A key distinguishing characteristic of direct marketing and direct response advertising from all other marketing and advertising is the presentation of very specific offer or offers. Ideally, yours is a godfather's offer, an offer that the appropriate prospect or customer for you can't refuse. We'll get to the architecture of offers in a few minutes. But first, the overarching ideas. 1. To make your every communication actually ask somebody to do something. And 2. To inject new disciplines of selling and accountability into all your communication with prospect customers and marketplace at large. If you begin paying attention to advertising marketing, you'll see that most of it merely shows up and talks about the marketers and advertisers, but does not directly offer something specific to be had by immediately and direct responding. Ano? Magkano?
33 sa...
Hindi pa. A lot of print ads and TV commercials and brochures now include websites or Facebook sites where you can go like MH, etc. Like etc. But present, no offers as a compelling reason to go there. All of this undisciplined, it is sending money out to play a backyard game with no rules. And worse, no scorekeeping, no clear means of judging victory or defeat, a chaotic mess. When you take this undisciplined approach or simply spend on hope and guess, you are at the mercy of opinion about your marketing. Do you like it? Does your mother-in-law like it? Do your customers see nice things about it? Try paying any of your bills with that sort of feedback. Wala naman. This all changes with direct marketing. Direct marketing imposes the discipline. That discipline may be as important and valuable as the benefit of direct response itself. For some mysterious reason, nagbabasa tayo, Ashley. Kaya may expose ka na sa pagbabasa, bata pa lang. Business owners are willing to let advertising and marketing off the hook, but tend to hold everything else accountable for results and return on investment. If they tie up money in certain products inventory, they expect it to sell. I don't know how to speak it, I'm Filipino. Or they refuse to restock it. If they employ a sales representative, they expect him to make sales. If they buy a delivery van, they expect it to start and run so it can make delivers. If they pay a laborer by the hour, they expect him to clock in, be there, and work for hour. Yet investments made for marketing are permitted to skate. Only direct marketing imposes discipline by always making offers. So response to these offers can be tracked and measured, injecting factual accountability. My old speaking colleague, one of the all-time great Zig Ziglar, always described salespeople who wimp out at closing sales and directly demanding orders as professional visitors, not professional salespeople. Since you will be doing selling in print, online, with media, you rarely want to let it be a professional visitor on your behalf. Fire all the wimps. Demand a real performance. So your task is to incorporate a direct offer each and every time you put out a message of any kind by any means. I mean of any kind by any means. We teach most business owners to use Thanksgiving greeting cards and our New Year's greeting cards with past and lost as well as active customers, clients or patients, and often with unconverted leads too. We also teach no greeting card should arrive without being accompanied by an offer. Typically, the offer will be a gift with visit to showroom or store, gift with purchase, gift for referral, etc. Placed in a printed piece inside a separate envelope inside the greeting card itself to preserve some separation between the thank you or your New Year's sentimental and silly. But we are not shy about our purpose in life either, and it is not merely being professional visitors. In short, you have a fundamental governance decision to make. Will you let yourself be persuaded and or bullied into wasting money on marketing that cannot be directly held accountable for result and return on investment? Or will you insist on accountability? Shine shoes save lives. My speaking colleague of some 40 events or so, the late General Norman Schwarzkopf, famous for Desert Storm, said, "Shine shoes save lives." He meant that establishing and adhering absolutely to minor disciplines ensured shoulders would adhere to vital battlefield disciplines. Norm believed that a person can't be undisciplined about some things but disciplined about others. Any more than an alcoholic person committed to be sobriety can occasionally have a few drinks. You can either or you aren't. Wow, galing magbasa na Ashley ah. Your business is either run in a disciplined way or it isn't. Discipline is a central theme of all business success. Last year, 2017, was the 18th anniversary of widespread embrace by successful entrepreneurs of Napoleon Hill's works low success and single privilege. The summary findings from his 30-year investigation into key commonalities over 500 of the industrialists, inventors, entrepreneurs, and financiers who built America. In Lowe's, he detailed 17 principles in Think and Grow Rich. 13. So these are accurate thinking and organized effort. Of a more contemporary nature, you might be familiar with Michael Gerber for his E-Myth, which is all about organized system and business. One of the most successful of all buyers of investors in business, Warren Buffett, has an absolute discipline for evaluating companies. He has stuck to it with religious conviction. Top performing athletes in every sport always exhibit a far greater level of discipline for everything from study to practice to actual playing of their game than the mediocre majority. The most successful authors, past and present, do not write whenever they're in the mood. They have a self-imposed discipline mandating a set number of hours of completed pages every day. Anywhere you find significant success, you will find imposed absolute discipline. And discipline organized advertising marketing effort is not going to defy this fact of success. Resource alert. The book entirely devoted to comprehensive imposition of success disciplines to a business is no BS guide to ruthless management of the peoples and profits. Second edition. The book entirely devoted to comprehensive imposition of success discipline to an individual is no BS guide to time management for entrepreneur. Third edition. Two types of offers. There are basically two types of offers. There's an offer requesting purchase. There's also the lead generation offer, asking only for a person to, in effect, raise their hand to identify and register themselves as having interest in certain subject matter and information of goods or services, or to invite further communication from you. Often, although not always, the lead generation offer is free. There are times and places for both kinds of offers, but no communication should be devoid of some offer. The direct purchase offer. Online media like Groupon and hybrid offline plus online media like Bulk coupons deliver some of the simplest, most straightforward direct purchase offers like buy one, get the second one free, used by everybody from pizza shops to window replacement companies. I'm not a champion of discounting a strategy and co-author Jason Mars and I provide much more sophisticated approach in our book No BS Price Strategy. But for illustration purposes, this is a direct purchase offer you're very familiar with and may be using now in your business. Another common direct purchase offer, in place of or combined with discounting, is gifted purchase. These were birthed by direct marketers but have migrated to retail service professionals and B2B. So they are commonplace. They should be and usually are married to a hard deadline. They certainly provide easy opportunity to accurately measure their effectiveness and production, although out of ignorance or sloth, many business owners fail to measure. Direct purchase offers have several significant disadvantages. One is that they tend to sacrifice price integrity and profitability and it relied on too frequently. Train customer to only respond when a great deal is offered. Two, one is that they tend to sacrifice price integrity and profitability and if replied on too frequently, train customer to only respond when great deal is offered. Two, they can only be responded by the people ready and able to buy right this minute. They fail to identify people like to buy in your category in the near future. Third, they can be easily and quickly comparison shop, especially if you are conveying offer online. Still, business does revolve around direct purchase offer. Yeah. No. Oh wow, that hairline. Where am I? People likely to buy in your category in the near future. Third, they can be easily and quickly comparison shop, especially if you are conveying the offer online. Still, business does revolve around direct purchase offers. The lead generation offer. There is more interesting kind of offer because it can substantially reduce the waste factor in advertising, convert a sales culture to a marketing culture, and provide opportunity to build trust and create relationship. You see lead generation done direct marketers routinely and regularly. You may have given them much thought, but now you will. They are commonly used by national direct marketers but rarely used by local small businesses, even though the national local firms may be in the same product or service categories. For example, a company like Premier Bathtubs, which sells walk-in bathtubs that are safer for elderly people, advertises just about everywhere, offering a free information kit with brochures and a DVD. Once somebody raises their hand and registers themselves as interested in making a home bathroom sale for themselves or an elderly parent, the company's marketing oddly, you will almost never catch a local remodeling company duplicating the strategy Instead, they tend to leap to offering an in-home estimate for work to be done. This often operates too far. The important concept of threshold resistance. Arnold Chapman no stop, no pause. How can I post this? One of America's most successful mall developers spoke and wrote at length about the concept of threshold resistance as it applies to entrances to retail stores and window displays of retail stores. I find it applies even more broadly to direct marketing. All offers fall somewhere on a continuum between low threshold offer and high threshold offer. Threshold resistance. There are examples of offers that would fall to the right of the middle toward high threshold. Chiropractor, free exam, financial advisor, free seminar, remodeler, free estate, restaurant, out of a meal, an experience that may not prove pleasurable. This score toward high threshold because they can be scary and intimidating to the customer. They require people to put themselves in uncomfortable positions. They require decision early made to get care, to find an advisor, to get remodeling done. Next year. Oo, gusto na lang. Ha? Yung? Wala? Kunin mo yan? A great many people with evolving interests that can be stimulated will still not be prepared to take this big step forward. Example of offers that fall at high threshold are chiropractor, $29 exam, financial advisor, free private appointment. Example of low threshold offers, the lowest threshold offers for free information to be sent by mail or FedEx or access online. This is the staple item of direct response advertising virtually every category of business. The largest wealth management firm, Fisher Investment, on TV and radio and Forbes and other magazines. One of the most successful home improvement product manufacturers, Sunseeker awnings by direct mail, blue and inserts in magazines and newspapers. One of the biggest health insurers, Humana, and TV commercials. Virtually all of the retirement communities advertising in the Where to Retire magazine. My client, High Point University, my client. Excellence orthodontics.org all offer low threshold information items like books, free reports, DVDs. This is their number one strategy. Why shouldn't it be yours? Keep in mind, these are big national direct response advertisers who have plenty of opportunity to run split test often and keep returning to the tried and true low threshold for information about. I had coined the term information first marketing for this. Really savvy local business operators are embracing and modeling national advertisers. This is a wave of change in the way business advertisers to attract new customers, but only what they advertise. The karate school doesn't advertise itself, its lesson or a free lesson. Instead, it advertises a free report by its owner, the parent guide to cyberbullying and bullying, raising emotionally strong kids. The mattress store doesn't advertise itself. Its mattress or some sale of century. It advertises its free guided book why you can't seem to get a good night's sleep. The IT consultant doesn't advertise his services. He advertises a free book. You are the target. Cybersecurity before it's too late. Consider very ordinary business of funeral home. Most funeral home advertising is very basic. Name, location, years, the community, list of services. The only offer is implied. When you need us, we'll bury you. But when a funeral home can create a put forward a low threshold information based lead generation offer that begins a relationship, build trust, and establishes preference in advance of need like this. For a free pre-need planning kit and audio CD, 19 financial and estate planning tips for responsible family leaders. Call our pre-recorded message anytime at. It will be sent by email, no cost, no obligation. The hybrid approach. There is no law that says you must choose just one of these approaches. Most advertising dramatically suppresses possible response by presenting only simple reason for a response. Typically, this is a high threshold offer that requires somebody to be 99.9% ready to buy now. Somebody's coming in for $59 if someone lists they are 99% ready to put a chiropractic physician to work on their back pain today. But a lot of people suffering with nagging and episodically reoccurring back pain who are having evolving thoughts about doing something about it would respond to a low threshold offer of information about true causes and best ways to relieve nagging back pain without surgery or drugs. You don't have to be dead or have a dead family member in the parlor to respond to a high, medium, low threshold, i.e., 3 reasons to respond ad for the funeral parlor. You can present the usual stuff. Here we are. Here's what we do. If you have an immediate need, call this number anytime 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and one of our professionals will be immediately available to assist you. And also present a previously shown low threshold offer and a medium high threshold offer too, as shown here, for a free pre-need planning kit and audio CD. 19 financial and estate planning tips for responsible family leaders. Call or pre-recorded message at any time at it will be sent by email. No cost, no obligation. Tour our new Lakeside Eternal Rest Gardens. Get answers to any questions you have about pre-need planning by appointment Monday, Saturday. Call William Tour Guide at free thank you gift when you visit. Complimentary dinner for 2 at the Golden Corral Steakhouse. To be clear, here's what I've introduced you to here. The use of offers, the difference between low and high threshold offers, the use of lead generation offers, single reason to respond versus multiple reasons to respond. Once a business owner understands these things, his objection is often about the possible trade down of response. The fear is that somebody who might call or come in or otherwise respond to a high threshold offer can make an immediate purchase while trade down to a low threshold offer and delay his purchase or be scooped up by a competitor. While this does happen, it usually affects far fewer people than a business owner fears. The improved total response value of leads captured for development more than makes up for what little trade down occurs. After all, the person who filled off a ladder has to crawl to the phone isn't going to trade down from making an appointment with a doctor to requesting a free report of the video delivered days later by mail. And the person with a dead body is unlikely to trade down from immediate assistance at the funeral parlor to booking a tour next Thursday. In most cases, you can safely and low threshold offers without significantly compromising response for a high threshold offer designed for the person ready to buy right this minute.